So Bruce, we've been talking about your ideas about how the immune system attacks transplants, and it seems all very convincing, but I wonder if everybody in the world takes the same view.
I think very few people have the view, and I want to give that disclaimer right here, that I'm giving you a surmise of how I believe, a straw man surmise of how I believe the system works. I do believe, and it's an internal belief, and beliefs by definition I can't prove to you, Randy,
Right.
is that we need to look at this in a different way, and I'm offering a straw man of a different way of looking at it.
So how is your view different from the traditional view of the immune system and transplantation?
I think the traditional view is still that it must be proven by the deductive model before it's so.
Specific mechanisms, specific molecules.
Specific mechanisms, specific molecules, and that we've developed a tradition in medicine, unlike other areas like physics and other places, where one must do the experiment to comment on the data or the analysis of the data. We don't have theoretic physicists in medicine. We don't have theoreticians.
I think we should, actually.
And it would be lovely. And I don't want to sit and say that should be me, but I do think
about
about
it is what you're trying to do.
What I'm trying to do. And I'm saying that's not always accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Then people will say, why is this guy espousing that? He didn't do that experiment. I did that experiment.
Right.
And
but you're saying that theory should be legitimate in medicine.
I'm hoping that all theories should be tested, be testable, and that we should have more explanatory theories that describe how the system works. And that way they can be tested as proven
so not
it is
so much,
so or
not
not
so
so.
much as a reductionist, let's describe the mechanisms and be done. You would like to see where the system came from evolutionarily and what it's for and how it works.
Yeah, and make explanatory models.
Right.
Because if we only make models that are only a small part of the system, we'll only answer the small part of the question. We won't answer the whole question. So until we ask the whole question, why do we think we'll get the answer?
So it'll be very curious to hear from any viewers of this tape about whether they also recognize that these are quite distinctive ideas that are in some way more holistic and trying to get people to think about these systems in a systems way instead of just in terms of smaller parts.
Yeah, and there are plenty of people who are looking at systems biology, and I don't think there's any one right path. There are a lot of people thinking in systems, and I think it's going to be a struggle. I think we'll get there, and people are trying to do that. And I am only trying to give a straw man argument of a sense of how I think it works.
So here at ASU, our Center for Evolutionary Medicine has very strong ties with the Center for Complexity Studies and the Santa Fe Institute for Complexity Studies. We're hoping to pursue these exact directions. It'll be fun.
Yeah, no, that's the one. I mean, if you think of it, it actually brings back some of the excitement and passion to medicine, because it allows for a wonder, a wonderment about how all of this may work.
Right.
And so I don't want to sound negative. Actually, people sometimes perceive that I'm negative when I say, well, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. What I'm actually saying is, isn't it wondrous that it doesn't work that way? Because if it only worked that simply, we wouldn't be the wondrous creatures we are. Our life wouldn't be so a miracle as it is.
Right. That's
and
wonderful.
so I'm actually asking for the plea to find back the wonder of what we do.
That's wonderful.